Hello, I'm Danny. I'm a health writer and researcher. I've got a master's in psychology and I'm also doing an adult nursing master's. So I'm very much interested in sleep and in finding ways that we can have more restorative sleep. The sleep device market has changed a lot in recent years. It used to be mostly teas, melatonin, and maybe the occasional white noise machine. Now there are devices with apps, routines, vibrations, and lights, and even tools designed around brain activity. So if you're exploring these products, you're probably thinking, how do I find my way through all this that feels practical and not gimmicky? Most of the electronic sleep aids fall into four main categories, and each of those addresses a different barrier to sleep. Before we get into the devices, there's one important clinical point. If someone has chronic insomnia, the strongest evidence-based first-line treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, often called CBT-I. Guidelines from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommend behavioral psychological approaches as the first step for treating chronic insomnia. It's also important to remember that some sleep problems need proper evaluation. If someone experiences loud snoring with choking or gasping, severe daytime sleepiness, or unusual nighttime behaviors, it's worth speaking to a clinician. Devices can support sleep, but they can't replace a proper assessment. So I've identified four categories of sleep aids, and once we have that context, the easiest way to understand sleep devices is through the categories. Most electronic sleep aids fall into four groups: sound, light, vibration or tactile cues, and neurostimulation. Each category helps with a different sleep barrier. When people feel disappointed with sleep devices, it's often because they've picked the wrong category for the problem they're trying to solve. Sound-based sleep aids are often the simplest place to start. They work best when the problem isn't your body, but the environment. Things like street noise, neighbors, or partners breathing can repeatedly disrupt sleep. A consistent background sound can also help some people relax because it gives the brain something steady to focus on. For people who find silence uncomfortable, a stable sound environment can make the bedroom feel calmer and less reactive to small noises. The second category is light. Light is one of the strongest biological signals affecting sleep because it directly influences your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock. Many sleep devices use light in two main ways. Some use sunrise alarms that gradually increase light in the morning to create a gentler wake-up. Others use light therapy earlier in the day to help reinforce consistent sleep and wake timing. These tools can be particularly helpful for people whose sleep schedule tends to drift later or over time. The third category involves tactile vibration-based sleep aids. These tools work through physical sensation rather than sound or light. For some people, physical cues can be more effective than mental strategies. A steady vibration, gentle compression, or warmth can signal to the body that it's time to relax and settle. These tools are often positioned as wind-down aids rather than direct sleep interventions, and with this category, comfort really matters. If the sensation feels calming, people are much more likely to use it consistently. The fourth category is neurostimulation. These devices aim to support sleep by interacting more directly with brain activity. Some consumer devices in this category use a technique called transcranial alternating current stimulation, or TACS. The idea is that gentle stimulation may help support the brain's natural sleep rhythms. Research in this area is still developing and results can vary between individuals, but this category often appeals to people who have already tried sound, light, and routine changes and still feel wired at bedtime. Somnay sits within the neurostimulation category and takes a slightly different approach to sleep support. According to the company's materials, Somnay uses EEG-based sensors to read patterns in brain activity during the wind-down period before sleep. The device then delivers a short session of gentle transcranial electrical stimulation. The goal is to support the brain's natural sleep rhythms and help the body settle into sleep more easily. Somnay also focuses on personalization. Its system maps sleep patterns during early sessions and then adapts stimulation over time based on those patterns. In practical terms, that means the device is designed to learn how your brain winds down and tailor the bedtime session to that process. Somnay also includes an option designed for middle of the night waking called drift back. The idea is to provide support for resettling without needing to pick up a phone or fully wake yourself up with screens. For people who are looking for a non-drug approach and want something more active than passive sleep tracking, this is a category where Somnay sits. So the most useful way to choose a sleep device is to match it to the barrier you're actually experiencing. If noise is the issue, sound-based tools are often enough. If your schedule drifts and mornings feel difficult, light-based tools can help anchor your circadian rhythm. If physical relaxation works best for you, then tactile devices may be worth exploring. And if you've tried the basics and still feel wired at bedtime, neurostimulation approaches may be the next category to consider. The goal isn't to collect sleep gadgets, it's to find the tool that addresses the real reason your sleep is getting disrupted. Thank you for listening.